blended in with your life.
Right.
God says, no, no, no. Allah, the creator of the heavens and earth, says, no. You put me first, everything else comes second, third, fourth. You blend Islam in, right? So now if someone's sincere, because some people, like you mentioned about the pork or maybe alcohol, gambling, you know what? You know, this thing's, by their actions, is more important because they don't want to give this up. You were sincere enough, you gave this up for the creator. You think if someone's sincere and they use their intellect, what would be the first things that they would have to do now to come to where you are, doing the cool thing, doing what God wants you to do, Islam?
Well, I don't want to, you know, profess to be someone who's at a point where I've perfected this whole thing
None of us
called
are.
Islam.
We're far away from perfect. Yeah.
But, you know, we all have our struggles. But I think in order for someone to come to that realization, honesty, you have to be honest with yourself.
Honesty.
Yes, I think honesty plays
with yourself.
Yes. If you're not honest with yourself, then it's going to create a lot of issues for you and for those people who you come in contact with. Your whole life is going to be based on something other than honesty. So in order for someone to come to the realization, they have to be honest. They have to go out and seek knowledge and use your intellect. We were given an intellect for a reason. And in order for us to use that intellect to its highest level, we have to have a certain degree of honesty. Because if we're not honest, we may see the truth, and we can even intellectualize away from the truth because we are not being honest with ourselves.
So be honest. A couple more points that telling us we're almost out of time. Is Islam something for a certain race? For the black people? Because some people, when you think of Islam, they think that this is a black thing. What do you got to say about that?
I mean, I had the same, but like I said before, Islam was just some weird religion and some, you know, like for the Arabs or for the blacks or, you know, people selling bean pie and Farrakhan. And no, Islam, unfortunately, Islam is a religion that sees no color. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. Islam opens its door. So,
see, the black and the white come together worshiping the one God.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, we live in the United States, and this is a great country. We've just elected a black president. In Islam, this would not be something great. Why? Because even when there was slavery in the U.S., Islam was saying no. There's no difference between the black or the white. There's no difference between the man and the woman. So Islam is a radically, as you would say, cool thing that, as we go through time, and if we wish to be honest with ourselves, we go back and we look at what Islam has been presenting that takes other entities or isms to figure out as they evolve. Islam told us that 1,500 years ago, 1,400 years ago. We knew that having a black president, it's not a big deal. Why? Because in Islam, you're judged by your deeds and what you believe and the things you do, not by your physicality.
Tell us terrorism. This might be on some of the non-Muslims' mind. They're tuning in and they're, you know, Islam, Muslims, and, you know, right away they got this stereotype, terrorism. What do you guys say about terrorism?
Terrorism has no place in Islam.
No place in Islam.
As defined, and people always go through, you know, well, there's no need to apologize. If someone is a Muslim, doesn't necessarily mean that the person is not. If someone really is a Muslim, he's not a terrorist. Because Muslims, and this sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Muslims believe in justice. We believe in peace, and as cliche as it may sound, Islam is a peaceful religion. It's not a cliche. I challenge anyone out there to do any research. When Islam ruled Spain, you had Jews, you had Muslims, you had Christians, all living in the same society. And you can look at throughout the history of Islam. People say Islam was spread by the sword. That is not true. Again, I challenge that notion. Islam has always been a religion that promotes peace. When Islam ruled the world was in peace. When Islam doesn't rule the world is in pieces. So terrorism has no place in Islam. No Muslim believes in terrorizing other people or you know, killing innocent people for no reason. That is against Islam. It's against humanity. It's against the basic belief of life. regardless of you're a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, a Hindu, a Buddhist, whoever you are. Terrorism has no place in those religions. And in that arena, Islam is no different. Islam and terrorism are not compatible.
And with that notion of peace, I'd like to wish you peace. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for
Alaikum
being
salam,
with
my
us,
brother.
my brother.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Jazakallah khair. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Deen Show. You got to hear another man's story of how he came to Islam. Islam is the cool thing. It calls you to think, to ponder. Why are you here? Are you here just to play, just have fun, make a little money, and then you die? Think about it. Be sincere, and like our guest said, be honest. Search for the truth. Ask the one who created you, the knower of truth, who will give you truth and will give you peace and contentment in life. And that's the only way to live, how the Creator wants you to live. Simple, and that's Islam. Doing Islam, submitting your will to the will of the Creator. And we hope to see you back here every week on The Deen Show. We'll see you next time. Until then, assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
It's cold, it's late, everybody's sleeping. I arise and ask Allah to forgive me. Oh Allah, you see, oh Allah, you know all the sins I do. I turn to you to forgive my sins in my heart. I'm your sinful slave, you're my loving Lord. I'm the one who runs away, oh Allah, guide me.